Swapnesh Bob, nice meeting you.
Likewise, likewise, Anthony.
कित्याक तुवें आयकलां आसतलें गेले 2-3 म्हयने हांव सदांच म्हणटा नाव इन दीस सीझन यू आर माय ओपनिंग बॅट्समॅन म्हणून तुका एनी हांव आयज आमी स्वप्नेश बाब ताका आयज गोंयभर लोक वळखता गोंयच्या भायरूय वळखता बॉम्बे मेंगलोर तशेंच भायल्या गांवांनी गल्फ US आनी UK कित्याक आयज जर तर स्वप्नेश बाबान हो जागृताय पळय केल्या आदी जायत्या जाणांनी केल्या देर इज नो डाऊट बट टुडे स्वप्नेश बाब हॅज बीन कनेक्टिंग आमच्या तरणाटे तरुण भुरग्यां कडेन यंग भुरग्यां कडेन कनेक्शन केलें इज कनेक्टेड एंड वेल विदीन गोंयचे जे मुद्दे आसात तेणें फकत रस्त्यांचेर येवन बायट्स दिवन आनी आवाज करून करूंक ना तेणें जायत्या मुद्द्यांचेर भरपूर रिसर्च केली पेपर वर्क केलें आनी आयज स्वप्नेश बाब शेर्लेकार जो सडनली गोंयांत इतलो कोणें आयकोंकूच नाशिल्लें कोणाक खबरूच ना हू स्वप्नेश शेर्लेकर ही मायट हॅव बीन ऑन द पॉलिटिकल फील्ड एंड सोशल वर्क इन द पास्ट बट जे परीन आयज तो लोकांक सामकाराक येयला टुडे ही इज द एक्टिविस्ट म्हणल्यार स्वप्नेश बाब जावं क्लॉद बाब आल्वारीस हेंची नांवां लोकांच्या तोंडारूच आसतात सो आयज म्हाका संदी दिली म्हणून तुका देव बरें करूं आनी आयज थोडे प्रश्न इट इज गोइंग टू बी एक्सेप्ट फॉर द लास्ट क्वेश्चन इट इज ऑल म्हटल्यार जाता इट्स अ पॉलिटिकल बट एवरीथींग इज पॉलिटिक्स फ्रॉम बर्थ टील डेथ सो स्वप्नेश बाब पयले सुवातेर म्हाका म्हाज्या चॅनलांतल्यान त्या लोकांक तुजी चायल्डहूड वॉट इज द चायल्डहूड फ्रॉम वेर दे बिगेन कशें तुमी फ्रॉम चायल्डहूड टील डेट तुजी प्रथमी शाळा जावं कॉलेज कशें तुमी हितून भितर सरले इन बिटवीन देर वॉज अ ट्रान्सिशन पिरियड वीच आय नो यू आर नॉट नोन बट तूं काम करतालो सो कॅन यू प्लीज ब्रीफ ऑन दीस स्टेज इज योर्स
First and foremost, Anthony sir, तुमका ना कशें म्हणटाले आमी when you called. You have been such a big support for us all this while. So तुमका ना म्हणप जांगना आमचे कडेन. So that is how this interview is getting executed. So talking about myself, you'll be surprised that I am born and brought up in Vasco.
Oh, but you are staying on the other end of Goa.
Yes, because that is my native place. Our ancestral place is in Bicholim, Murgaon village. But because of my father's job, he was in a bank in Vasco. So he relocated himself. चडशे लोक पेडण्या बिचोले वाठारांतले वास्को रिलोकेट जाल्लेले बिकॉज ऑफ MPT देन आमचे गोवा शिपयार्ड एंड ऑल. So similarly, my father also relocated to Vasco. That is how I was born and brought up in Vasco city. Then I went to, my schooling was done in St. Andrews Institute, Vasco.
Okay, Vasco.
So immediately after SSC, I went to engineering at Institute of Shipbuilding Technology, Bogda. And after that, I started working at Venna Industrial Estate. That's it, as simple as that.
But your other professional qualification?
Engineering.
You're in engineering in what?
Mechanical
Metallurgy?
engineering.
No, mechanical.
Mechanical engineering with specialization in material handling technology.
मागीर तेजे फाटल्यान ह्या फिल्डान कसो आयलो
Yeah.
What made you to think going?
The very first move which I did was relocating myself back to my ancestral village of Murgaon. And there were some issues there which I started taking up. Then I started getting in touch with, connecting with other activists all across Goa, most prominent being Abhijit Prabhu Desai sir, then Dr. Claude Alvarez. तेंचे कडेन जशे जशे कनेक्ट जावपाक लागले तशे तशे स्कोप वाडपाक लागलो. That is how I got involved myself into, along with Abhijit Prabhu Desai sir, in MOPA agitation. He was actually spearheading that agitation that time. So I got connected with him, this thing, regional plan agitation, forest, private forest. So जसे जसे लोकांकडे कनेक्शन जावपाक लागले तसे ते स्कोप वाढत रावलो. It was a quite natural. म्हटले जर इच्छा आसा जाल्यार you automatically get your way.
You did not come like a shooting star. फट करून आयलो आणि फट करून गेलो तशें ना
It cannot be. It cannot be that way. Also, you have to first put yourself for learning. You have to go through that learning process. You have to understand how system works on this side. Because I was all this while into corporate sector, and this was largely into socialism. So I had to understand, adopt these methodologies also.
माझ्याकडून जे लोक इंटरॅक्ट करतात न्हू तुझे विषय त्यांच्या मनान एक डाऊट आसा. लेट अस गेट इट क्लॅरिफाईड टुडे एटलीस्ट टू माय फॉलोअर्स. म्हाका तरी बेजार करचे ना ते. They say that you have a political roots from where you came, political in terms of political party, and there were some aspirations from you also to contest elections. So, is it?
Yeah, in fact, yes, I won't outright deny it. There were aspirations, there were attempts also, not just aspirations. See, Ami, we come from an engineering background, and largely I have been working all my life, most of my life, into maintenance engineering. So I was a maintenance engineer. आमचे maintenance engineering कितें आसता, कितें problem येयलो जाल्यार तो trouble shoot कसो करपाचो. That is the objective, to get the machine back into operation, back into running mode. So with that objective, आता जर आम्ही आता social activism करता, running to court, putting out awareness videos, going to media, going to department, तितून these are all solutions for us. तितूंतल्यान 5 वर्सान एकदा आमकां अनेक window open जाता wherein we can get a political solution also. So with an objective of getting a solution to the problems what we are facing, and after 5 years, if we are getting that window open, so we also made an attempt to get it cleared. म्हटले थंयसरल्यान एक attempt करून पळोवया. That is how we were actually pushing for even Captain Virato Fernandez and Manoj Parab also, no? When we initially came out with that regional plan agitation and all. So that was the actually आमच्या साइडींतल्यान that was the strategy. But from here on, I won't think I'll be more interested in politics, because if someone is aspiring for that, my full support, provided they should be honest and dedicated to the cause. Honesty can be, honesty म्हटलं it's individual's perception, no?
Yeah.
So, but my objective is dedicated to the cause. Cause is what? Protection of our Goa, protection of our land. I myself won't be interested in that, largely because the experience which I got in 2022 election was very disheartening. It was like, how can आम्ही जेन्ना आता MLA आणि मिनिस्टरांक गाळयो घालता पळय, I have seen first hand how voters are actually driving these people to that level. The time I can share couple of examples also.
Yes.
There was one old guy, I think at the age of my father in 2020. He was living in a bungalow. It is from Thivim constituency. He was living in a bungalow, at least 4 times the size of my house where I stay. त्याच्या घरा समोर न्हू एक गॅरेज आसलेलें, गॅरेज खोप कन्वर्टेड टू गॅरेज, आनी त्या गॅरेजीच्या पत्र्यांक न्हू बुरोक पडलेले. This guy is asking me to repair it in exchange for vote.
Hang our head in shame, actually.
The second example was much more, what you say, risky, going ahead as a state, as Goa. First time voter, young boys, they are negotiating for their vote for kids, football and cricket kids. Means if you give us, we are willing to vote for you. So when you are having this type of voters, and it is like I coming from a corporate background, I have seen wherever I went for an interview, it was either head of that factory or head of that company who interviewed me. And it was purely a professional interaction, professional interview. And then suddenly coming to this level, it was unexpected for me. So what I thought, let's work with the people who are dedicated to the cause, competent enough, experienced enough, through whom I can learn and then follow their path. And that is how I ended up with Abhijit Prabhudesa and Dr. Claude Alvarez and Senior Consul Norma Alvarez. Now I look up to them.
And people like us look up to you also. Next point, आयज तुजेशी येयला म्हणटच म्हाका एक स्पश्टीकरण जाय आसलें फ्रॉम युअर हॉर्सीस माउथ म्हणटा ते भशेन. देर आर समथिंग which I am aware, but then let it come from you, because there will be more number of people who will ready to listen to you today, because you are the happening boy, you can say, the youth icon in Goa today. What is this activism? Let me just split it the way I know it. Then I want you to elaborate it. थोडक्यात सांग. पण आय फील जायते फावटी थोडे म्हणटात ते रस्त्यांचेर वचून बेश्टे बोवाळ करतात. बोवाळ. सो आय बिलीव दीस बोवाळ करपूय गरजेची. नंबर वन. दॅट कूड बी कॉल्ड एज अवेअरनेस कॅम्पेन. बट देन आय एग्री. थोडे जण अवेअरनेस कॅम्पेन करतात आणि मागीर आपण एक्टिव्हिस्ट म्हणटात. आपण सोशल वर्कर म्हणटात. दॅट लेट अस कीप इट असाइड. हे टायटल कोणाक दिवपाचें तें मागीर पळोवया. But awareness is important, I feel. Making agitations, protests also is important. Going through the documentation and doing research and RTIs is secondarily also important. त्याच्या फाटल्यान the courts and final authorities, because these are the people who make the laws, is the politicians. आता if this narrative what I am talking, खंय ब्रेक आसा जाल्यार म्हाका सांग. ना जाल्यार just elaborate on this. How our new generation activists can go about?
See, there are multiple vacancies, I would say, in this field of ours, and I won't say that it is only our field. Somehow, I said that I won't be interested in politics, but then it is like how you know. I had to actually rephrase my statement. I won't be interested in electoral politics.
Exactly.
Politics is like we are day to day affected by politics. आणि जर आम्ही इंटरेस्टेड ना पॉलिटिक्सान म्हटले जाल्यार इट इज लायक आमी आतां रानान वयता आनी आमच्या समोर आतां वाघ येता. आमी वाघाक खायना हेजो अर्थ वाघ आमकां खावचो ना अशें जायना न्हू. So politics is that the more you stay away from politics, there is more risk that politics will eat you up alive. So that is the very reason I won't be interested in electoral politics as of now, because I want to focus on the things which I am doing now because I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this. I am by and large into research, awareness, and exposure. I'm limiting myself to that. Then awareness, going to courts, going to coordinating with other activists, other common citizens, listening to their people, providing solutions to them, connecting with them with some prominent lawyers, and also that they can also get a resolution and all of their problems. So all these activities we are doing, but रस्त्यार देवन protest करप, रस्त्यार देवन agitate करप, that is also a very important component of this activity. What I am suggesting, लोकांक activist tag लावपाचे नाका लावन, but at least become an informed citizen. Informed citizen is the fundamental basics now. आता जे सद्याक आमी जे डेविएट जाला पळय तेजे रिजन इतलेच आहा because we are not informed. And when you are not informed, your decisions cannot be all right. Accurate जावचे ना ते सदांच wrong decision येतले because you are not relying your decision making process on the facts. म्हणून तुम्ही इन्फॉर्म जावप इम्पॉर्टंट. आमचे आतां अवेरनेस व्हिडिओ ह्याच कारणाक लागून वयता. We tell you the fact, we tell you what could happen, that is known as risk assessment. Many times failure जातो कोणी, we do root cause analysis. Now these are all technical things which I have learned through my professional career, which I am trying to implement into my social and research what I am doing right. So लोकांक लागून इतलेच suggestion आहा, be informed, so that you will be in a better position to make a decision, and most importantly your social responsibility, where you want to put your efforts into for improvising overall as a society. At the end of the day, आमकां ह्याच सोसायटीन रावपाक.
I think one of the most informed, concerned citizens media तुका is Swapnesh Babu also. आणि हे पयल्या उपरांत अख्ख्या गोंयांत, if you take the bird's view or eagle's view, गोंय आतां खंय पावला. And is there a way of no return or still we can fight it out? असा आमकां स्कोप फुडें that whatever is left, can we not save it?
I will just give an example of a car. We are actually not a car, a bus, because we are talking about, we are all citizens now. So we are on that bus which is having double engine now, and oppositions are like brakes. So we are going in a direction without brakes in a bus. So you can imagine what will happen. आमचे ब्रेक सद्याक फेल झालेले आसा with only 7 opposition MLAs. That too, many a time with many a issues, they don't open their mouths. So we are, for all practical purposes, we are riding on a bus without brakes. आता हे जर बस थांबवंक ना, the first objective, that is the short term goal, is look out for ways to slow down this bus. Mid term goal is to stop this bus, and the long term goal is to get the bus in reverse direction so that we can come back to the original position and reroute ours.
Example, Tuklen Sarga Matat Mariwesa. But I'm also proud to sit with you today because I told you before also. So Sarkar ko ek chalta tha. What do you think is giving them that blunt force to push the destructive projects head on? No concern for people, no concern for our land, no concern for our hills, mountains, and waters. What is actually pumping so much? माझ्या आयुष्यात I have seen this agitation for quite some time. आणि पहिला खंय तरी खंय सरकार उबो रावन पळोवन तरी पळयतालो, पण लुकिंग बॅक हे फाटी पळयत ना मरे. They are not even looking behind.
I will straight away put the blame on people.
People still.
All these agitations, now all this while, why it worked, you know. See, look at all this SEZ agitation, Regional Plan 2011 agitation, or for that matter, even Metassip agitation. The party which was in power was Congress at that point of time. And the people who came on the streets were by and large voters of Congress. And opposition amply supported them. त्यांचे काम कितें, opposition तांकां न्हू असो एक battlefield मेळटा wherein general public like us cannot go and perform their fight there. That is the floor of the house. That battlefield is exclusively reserved for them. On streets, it is their choice whether they want to participate in this battle on streets or not. Parikar did that at that point of time. Dr. Jagsekar did that at that point of time. आमकां न्हू आयच्या दिसाक सगळ्यान वेकंट जो वेकन्सी जी क्रिएट जाल्लेली आनी which is desperately needing our attention right now is opposition and leader of opposition. Leader of opposition, I am not criticizing Bab Yuri, but
No.
then the benchmark is set so high by Dr. Jagsekar, the benchmark is set so high by Dr. Jagsekar, by Manor Parikar, Swargya Manor Parikar, that this performance, what he is trying hard, but I don't think this is enough.
Yeah, let me interject in that. He is trying, but तू म्हणटा तशें आदल्यांनी स्वप्नीश बाब, I don't know, I am not in that position maybe to give you ज्ञान, but आदी मरे ते regional plan बस succeed जावपाक there were two major reasons. Let me touch upon so that things are clear to the people. Ek, although the government of the Congress supporter came against them to save Goa. Number one. Number two, that time our elections matyan ashili. So these two factors also played the role. As म्हाका दिसता, any agitation is being done to save Goa, the most supporters of BJP think that we are against their leaders. They are not looking at it as that people are coming to try to safeguard Goa. So the day BJP supporters will come on the street, then the BJP leaders will realize that Baba aata hai, scales are being turned off. They will definitely take all the decisions also back. So आणि काँग्रेसाचे पळय आसा, हे दोन मेजर पार्टीचे हांव उलयलो जायत, नाव आम आदमी पार्टी गोवा फॉरवर्ड धरतो त्यांचे जे वोटर्स असतात त्याचे 10% पासून वोटर रस्त्यार येयनात. सो वेन इवन द ओपोजिशनाचेही मनीस तर रस्त्यार येयना, रुलिंगाचे तर येयच ना. सो दे गेट अ फील्ड डे टू डू व्हॉट दे वॉन्ट टू डू.
There is a technological shift also, no, Anthony? During that time, there was no social media. So the only way for protest was on street. Right now, you are having your virtual platform also for showing your protest. And if you open your social media and all, there is lot of protest. There is lot of protest. There is lot of unrest. There is lot of what you say virtual protest, agitations, online agitation. But and by and large, these are people. So you might have a very good chance of 2027 upset for the ruling party. But, and it's a very big but, first and foremost, now they are into infighting within opposition. One. Secondly, people will show confidence onto them only looking at their fighting spirit, which is totally absent right now. You can't see any of those 7 MLAs except during the assembly sessions fighting. Your battle is continuous. It cannot be on and off type of. It cannot be on and off type of a provision wherein when you switch on the camera, I'm protesting. When you switch off the camera, I'm okay with them. That cannot be an approach. There are opposition MLAs. आता जर न्हू सीएम आणि नंबर 1 नंबर 2 मिनिस्टरागेर जर न्हू आयज सत्यनारायण पूजा आहा जाल्यार हे वयतले थंयसर. अर्लियर प्राउडली फोटो घालताले, आता फोटो घालिना. बट वी नो हू गोज अँड हू डजंट गोज. आता जर तुमकां जर आपले वायटपण करून घेवपाचें ना न्हू जाल्यार युअर फायटींग स्पिरीट इज टोटली मिसिंग.
दॅट चेअर इज एज गुड एज एम्प्टी. ही तुवें उतरां म्हाज्या तोंडांतली काडून तुवें म्हटली अशी जाली म्हाका.
We know people from opposition, MLAs from opposition, outright going and sitting in their house, in their office, getting their work done. म्हटल्यार ते जे आमी म्हणटा पळय ते 8 जाण उठोन गेले, तेंच्यांनी कितें रिजन दिलें, वी वॉन्टेड डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ अ कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी. आनी तुमी आयज तेंचे कडेन काय उलयना, तोंड बंद करून आहा, कित्याक सेम रिजन. मागीर तुमी कित्याक वचोंक ना तर?
एक्झॅक्टली. सो ह्या मुद्द्याचेर हांव म्हणटा हे 8 जण गद्दार जावं जम्पिंग फ्रॉग्स गेले हे आमकां दिसती पडले. पण जे ओपोजिशन रावन तर खोकला करतात गोंयांत बाय किपिंग सायलंट ऑन सर्टन इश्यूज, दे टेक सेलेक्टिव्ह इश्यूज. सो हेचेरूय आमचे गोंय मरे फुकट जाता भितरल्यान.
ना सिलेक्टिव्ह इश्यू इट हॅज स्टार्टेड लुकिंग नाव एज इफ बीजेपी हॅज टोल्ड देम तुम्ही रावा थंय, हय थंयसर रावन सपोर्ट करा, हांगा येवं नाका. थंय थंय कोण तरी जाय न्हू, तुमी थंय रावा आनी सपोर्ट करा आमकां. आमी सांगता तेन्ना तोंड उगडा, आमी सांगता तेन्ना तोंड बंद करा. That is what is happening. Otherwise, how do you justify from 2022 to 2025, maybe till 2027, 2,000 crores of scam which was exposed by us? None of the 7 opposition MLA has taken up that matter. How do you justify that? What do you say about it?
हे सगळे आमच्या गोंयकार लोकांकूय आपल्या मनान घेवपाचे. स्वप्नेश बाब सांगतात ते वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ओपोजिशन टू द ओपोजिशन. आणि तर ह्या भक्तांक वायट दिसता दिसोनी. स्वप्नेश बाब सांगता ते 2,000 कोटीचे जो इश्यू तेणे घेतलो ओपन एंड शट केस. वाय इज क्वेश्चनिंग वाय इज नॉट इवन अ सिंगल MLA has taken it up. Will you wait for the ruling chief minister to put on the key that you should speak for some time? Why these issues are not being taken? त्या तोडी कित्याक लागना? इश्यू घेतले 7 दीस उलयले मागीर बंद परत. Then it goes into the freezer. This is the reason we need a very good opposition. So we are not against any individual, whether from the ruling or from the opposition. At the end of the day, our main goal is Goa. So I hope अशेंच आमचे people will be aware and तुझ्या माध्यमांतल्यान आय एम शुअर तुझे फॉलोअर्सूय जायते आयज दे आर फॉलोईंग यू एंड तुजो व्हिडिओ येतलो काडून मेनी अ टायम्स इंटेलेक्च्युअल्स जावं सिविलियन्स ते कन्सर्न आसा ते तुजे व्हिडिओक रावतात. बट ऑन वन पॉइंट आय जस्ट वॉन्ट टू डिफर and make it more clear. सोशल मीडियांतल्यान प्रोटेस्ट केले म्हणून जातले. सोशल मीडियाचेर सीएम चूज करतात. जाता
पळय, so what I am trying to say with this statement is,
yeah.
idea of protest is what? What is the objective of those protests? When we take out a protest on street, what is the objective? There are dual objective: to convey a message to the ruling that whatever you are doing, we are aware and we are against that, what you are planning to do. One objective. Second objective is, with street protest, you are spreading a message to general public also, say this is what ruling is trying to do. So social media is, to a certain varying degrees, achieving that objective.
So that awareness part is taken care.
Yes, a strong message which has to go to the ruling. By and large, there is no replacement for street protest.
Yes.
I do agree. But in varying proportion, that basic objective of a street protest is achieved through social media also. That is what I am trying to say.
But street protest can give us
cannot be a replacement for that.
But आम्ही सगळ्यांनी अवेअरनेस तर करतात. So because today I cannot separate myself from Swapnesh Bab, because so दोघांचो goal, हेतू, process is almost the same. Maybe the roads are different, but they are merging at the same point. Finally म्हणल्यार गोंय आमचे जाता ते भाशेने भंगाराचे गोंय, मानकुलें गोंय आमचे सांबाळपाचे, आनी हे पासत गरज पडटा तेन्ना सगळ्यांक गोंयकारांक आमी उलो मारतात तेन्ना, जावं ते इलेक्टेड रिप्रेझेंटेटिव्ह जावं सिव्हिलियन जावं एक्टिव्हिस्ट, उलो मारतात तेन्ना आपापल्या जिविताचो एक अर्दो दीस तरी दिवचो आनी ह्या सरकाराक एक संदेश धाडपाचो की आमी गोंयकार एकठांय रावतले आनी गोंय साबार करपाक. स्वप्नेश बाब, पयलो जातेर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स हॅव बीन मेड व्हेरी क्लियर. एक संदेश आमच्या गोंयकारांक फ्रॉम यू, आणि ह्या संदेशाचेर म्हाका दिसता नेक्स्ट प्रोटेस्ट करता आसतना आय विल बी एबल टू सी एटलीस्ट 5,000 पीपल वेन यू गिव आउट अ कॉल. दॅट्स इट.
लोकांक एकूच सांगपाक सोदता, रायट नाव आमी ज्या बशीर आसा तेका ब्रेक. सो वायज पर्सन, एज अ वायज पर्सन, टॅक्निकल याद नाका, सगळ्यान पयलीं आमी कितें करपाक जाय, आमी आतां बशीचे ब्रेक जावचे पडटले सगळ्यांक. आनी जेन्ना हांव सगळ्यांक म्हणटा, जी बस व्हरोन जर आतां ब्रेक नासतना खंयच्या खड्ड्यान पडली जाल्यार सगळ्यांक डॅमेज जातलो. आनी तितूंतले जे फ्रंट सिटार आसात पळय, तांकां 5 स्टार हॉस्पिटलांनी ट्रिटमेंट मेळटले आनी तुमकां गव्हर्मेंट हॉस्पिटलान. सो सगळ्यान व्हडलो रिस्क जो आसा तो आमकां आनी तुमकां आसा. सो सगळ्यान जास्त एफर्ट ब्रेक्स एप्लाय करपाचे आमी करपाक. सो आमी आयच्यान एज इन्फॉर्म सिटीजन आमी ऑपोजिशन जावया टू दीस डबल इंजीन फ्रॉड सरकार. नाल्यार हे सगळ्यांक आमकां घेवन खड्ड्यान पडटले आपूण, आनी खड्ड्यान पडटना आपूण पॅराशूट लायतले आनी सेफ रावतले. सगळे पडटले त्रासान ते आमी पडटले. आमी अशें जावपाक दिवया नाका. लेट्स बी ऑपोजिशन टू दीस डबल इंजीन फ्रॉड सरकार ऑफ BJP, आनी आमी आमचे गोंय, आमचो जागो वाटोवया तेंचे कडल्यान, रियल इस्टेट ब्रोकर जनता पार्टी.
लास्ट सेंटेन्स सरान म्हणूंक ना, ते हांव म्हणटा, विचार करा. थँक्यू सर व्हेरी मच. देव बरें करूं. त्यार तुजेर कसं घालचें स्वप्नेश बाब. देर इज ऑलवेज अ रे ऑफ होप एट द एंड ऑफ द टनल. थँक्यू.